Public hearings into the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into the fire at the Mahdia dormitory, which claimed the lives of 20 children, will commence in September. And with the commissioners already sworn in and the terms of reference gazetted, Secretary of the Commission, Javid Shadiq, told members of the media at the press briefing on Tuesday that the Commission has already commenced its work. On Wednesday, the Commission, which is chaired by Major General retired Joe Singh, will be heading to Mahdia for a familiarization visit.
Well, tomorrow's visit is mostly for the commissioners to have a understanding of the area. There will be a site visit to the Mahdia where the tragedy would have taken place, and there will be a visit to some of the connecting communities, Campbelltown, Mycobi, Karasabai. But the visit is just to allow the commissioners to have an understanding of how traveling is done in those areas and so on. So it's to address one of the references, looking into the economic parts of it and so on, the social parts, cultural parts.
At the moment, it is unclear how many witnesses are expected to give evidence in the Commission of Inquiry. And while logistics are still being sorted, Shadiq pointed out that the hearing will be different since some of the witnesses are children and will require in-camera hearings.
This inquiry is a little different from the last one, and we have to be very careful of how we deal with it because children are being looked at. And we have to protect the rights of the child at all times. Taking that into consideration, even though it is a public inquiry and the public has a right to know, there are safeguards against what can be done and what cannot be done.
Attorney Keoma Griffith will be leading evidence into the inquiry. Other members of the commission include Chairman of the National Tushao Council, Derek John, and Attorney Dr. Kim Kai Thomas.
This inquiry, as I mentioned before, is impartial. It has to be fair, and it has to do its own work, basically.
In May, 19 girls and a 5-year-old boy lost their lives in the fire that destroyed the building. Several others, including a 13-year-old girl, were injured. It was reported that the fire was started by a young student who has since been charged with 20 counts of murder. According to the terms of reference, the Commission of Inquiry will inquire into and report on everything leading up to the dormitory fire, as well as the cause of the fire. They will also investigate and report on what actions were taken to provide care, medical attention, and support to the injured and deceased and their relatives in a timely manner. Recommendations are also expected from the Commission, which will include necessary measures to prevent a reoccurrence of such tragedies. Reporting for the newsroom, Sharda Bacchus.